guys, it is that Panda again. I'm here again with another video, and today we are looking at Cynthia Calamity, and I will talk a bit about her and why you might or might not want to kind of invest a bit into her. I will say that the thing is, you have more options late game, right? So this kind of will shake up how you feel. So I will just talk about, options and stuff. So early game, you have a lot of options to choose between, or I mean, very limited actually, but you have options, right, of heroes that you can choose, be it Lee, be it Peter, be it Hank, be it Martin, be it Jaden, whatever it is, right? And the thing is, you have very little for, certain heroes, like let's say range heroes. You don't have any range legendary heroes early game that you can choose between, which is a really big blow to the stomach. And there's also heroes like Cynthia. If you don't spend on Kath, this means that she is basically your only legendary option for quite a long time. I do think that honestly, I would hold off on trying to invest in a Cynthia or making her some monster hero, and I would probably put my energy into a hero that has more versatility like Lee or Jaden. And then when maybe Bella or something came out, I would maybe invest into her. I think that Bella is a pretty good hero choice if you're, especially if you're free to play or something, and you need one with like a better talent build as well. The issue with me would be like talent build. Honestly, that is the main issue, right? She has a field battle talent build, and if you're asking me, I think this is probably the worst talent build in the game. Of course, there are things like speed on here, and a lot of it has to do with speed, right? That is basically what this is for the most part. Just a lot about travel speed. I don't think that this build is really good. I mean, considering she's probably like the fastest rider hero with this talent build, but I still just don't think that she is very worth it. I think Bella's the only one who rivals her in like speed. But yeah, I think that in general, I wouldn't invest in her, at least until I have Bella maybe to lead her. But honestly, if you're able to, it'd probably be better to lead with Bella and then just have this dude on her side, right? Like on her waist. But yeah, Cynthia, I think that Cynthia is alright. I don't really mind her. If you're spending on Catherine, then she's a good choice, especially when you consider the synergy that those two have together. You can kind of see it here. I think it's one of her skills. That should increase, yeah, when Cynthia is in the squad, increases rider squad attack by up to 25%. But basically, you guys get my point, right? Only if you have Catherine, I think that Cynthia is a really good investment choice. I personally did invest in her, especially being the fact that I only had Cynthia as an option for like the longest time before they released new rider heroes. And of course, you're gonna have to reach, I think, you have to reach like 110 days plus before you can get her, but I do think that is good to wait, honestly. But yeah, I'll talk about her skills a bit. So her first skill, damage factor, is about 8,000, and it can reduce the target squad's attack by up to 30% and travel speed by 30% for 2 seconds. Honestly, a pretty good skill, especially if you're trying to slow a squad down, you're trying to beat on their back and then they can't run away. And yeah, I mean, I think beating on someone's back, that just sounded a little bit sus, but I'm not gonna get into that. But basically, you guys get the point. I mean, I think the reduction on the squad attack is my favorite part. Travel speed is all right. It's pretty good if you're chasing someone down, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, nothing crazy. Her damage factor is pretty decent though. Second one, increases rider squad attack by 25%. Another travel speed booster, so she is still just a speedster out here looking like the Flash, but yeah, doing some decent damage. Then you have this one. I think heal factor is alright. I actually like heroes that can heal. Honestly, really amazing. And your heal effect can get higher and higher. The trigger rate does not change no matter how much you level this up. And last off, just rider squad HP can be increased by 15% and damage dealt to zombies by 30%. Honestly, do not care about the damage dealt to zombies. HP is alright. I think that she is a decent hero. I think that she is a pretty solid hero, honestly. And that is about it for her, right? I don't think that she's worth it if you're not using another hero with her, especially now that we have more options and you are able to invest in like Bella after a few months of playing. Then that is a pretty good thing to wait on, and you probably wouldn't want to use a bunch of stars on her. I think getting her to 4 stars is more than enough if you're going to be making her support. But yeah, those are just my thoughts on her, and I do appreciate you guys for watching. I do hope that I did do a good job at explaining my thoughts and my feelings on Cynthia, and you guys can maybe decide accordingly. So you guys have an amazing day or night though, and I will see you guys in the next one, and peace out.